Like and subscribe right now, or this spider is gonna crawl on your face while you're sleeping.
10 best casino tips and tricks. Casinos are a psychological minefield. Their architectural design, as well as everything in it, has a methodical function devised to keep you, the player, inside spending your money. Some tactics they use are as conspicuous as the nose in your face, while others are guile and subtle. However, they all play in the player's psyche that makes them feel comfortable, wanted, and most of all, optimistic. While the casinos might have taken advantage of you in the past, today we bring you the top 10 best tips and tricks to get back at your local casinos and help you win back some of your losses. Let's go. Number 10. Know the odds. This may seem like basic advice, but you'd be surprised how many people actually think that they have an edge over the house. Regardless of how good you are, or how much experience you have, or what technique you use, the casinos have been at this for a lot longer than you have. The odds are stacked in their favor, and while you may win in the short term, you will eventually lose. Knowing this can help keep your head clear. Plus, the casinos are designed to ensure close calls and near wins. Next to actually winning, nothing gets your adrenaline pumping quite like nearly winning and the realization that you almost took money from the casino. But if casinos gave out money to everyone who almost won, they would be broke after one day. Every game, whether it's at the table or a machine, is designed to pay out small wins in the short run, but eventually take more from you in the long run. Slot machines constantly make small payouts while perpetually being one cherry or star away from the big jackpot. Players always win hands at blackjack, which gives them the impression that the game is winnable, but the house edge is always grinding away at their bankroll, and their money slowly dissipates. Basically, players overestimate their chances and probability of winning. Near wins are what essentially keeps casinos in business. Giving players a taste of winning will almost always guarantee that they visit again.
Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for you that will take just 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal. You just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell and you get 25 years of amazing luck. Try it. It really works.
Number 9. Watch the clock. It's surprising that a lot of people really don't wear watches. Casinos know this and aren't about to assist people in keeping them punctual. It's a fact that when someone is engaged in activity, time seemingly drifts by at a faster pace for them, and you will rarely see humans more engaged than in a casino. Whether it be at a slot machine, table game, or poker game, most are in the trance-like state while chasing their dreams. With no clocks adorning casino walls, it is not difficult to simply let time slip away deep into the night without a care in the world. Don't expect to get the time from dealers either, since they are told not to wear watches for this very reason. Day melds into night and night into day, and schedules dissolve into nothingness. Add that to the fact that if you're in a casino, you're most likely on vacation, and that contributes to the indifferent attitude you may have about sticking to your standard routine, and spend more time than you had planned repeatedly slapping down dollar bills. Compensate for this by wearing a watch or carrying a timepiece and referring to it often. At any point, you should know exactly how long you've been sitting at the table or the machine. If you've been at the same location for more than 15 minutes and you haven't had at least broken even, it's time to cut your losses and go. Number 8. Again, watch the damn clock. In most casinos, there may be windows near the entrance or exit, but once you get inside the belly of the beast, you'll be hard up to see any. This tactic goes hand in hand with having no clocks. When they get you in, they don't want you to have any kind of inkling as to what's occurring in the outside world. If you were to see it getting dark outside, or even getting light with the dawn, your internal clock would kick in and tell you it's time for you to move on and do something else, like go to sleep. However, this will tear you away from gambling, and the casino can't have that. In addition, they don't want you to see anything remotely interesting happening outside. If you're playing in a casino on the Las Vegas Strip, there's enough visual stimulation outside to draw anyone's eye to it. Therefore, the casino you are in will do its best to make that outside world non-existent. So please, make sure you keep track on what time it is, or you will forever be caught in limbo. Number 7. Take what you can lose. If you ask us which machine has the biggest payout inside of a casino, our answer would be the ATM machine. And that is in no way a joke. That is the actual fact. Like we discussed earlier, these casinos are designed to make you spend your money, and while there is always a big winner in 1,000 people, the odds are always way too narrow. When you decide to go to the casino, you must assume that you're going to lose and treat it as such. Decide beforehand how much money you can afford to spend on the evening's entertainment and take no more than that amount in cash. Leave your checkbook and credit cards in the room or at home. When you have played through the cash in your pocket, leave. Number 6. Watch your cash. This seems again like an obvious point, but it is something that gamblers often forget. Always be aware of your win-loss ratio. At any time, you should know exactly how much you have spent and how much you have won since you began this session. It doesn't seem like much when you're playing quarter slots until you realize that you've been shoving $5 bills into the machine. Although small bettors are important, casinos surely want to keep the high rollers as well. Those fortunate enough to win big are treated like kings. They basically make these players offers they cannot refuse, from free suites to extravagant special treatment. The longer a big winner lingers inside the casino/hotel, the more money they will eventually spend there. The casino may lose money giving away a free suite or room, but by keeping that person there, they can make it back in the casino. The house edges ensures that. Players feel like they are treated like royalty because they are important, yet it's their money that is important. In addition to keeping the money there, casinos are also gaining free advertising and marketing when other high rollers learn how they will be treated at a particular establishment. Pandering to big winners is so crucial for casinos that a large part of their resources, from VIP hosts to limousines, is dedicated to it. Number 5. Don't drink. Free or reduced services, otherwise known as comps, are another lifeblood of the casino. Players will often receive coupons for free meals, buffets, shows, etc., or point cards which enable them to win other prizes in order to get them to keep coming back. And then again, free booze. Who would say no to that? All of these so-called complimentary or free services makes the players feel important, even if they are low rollers and don't gamble substantial sums of money. Even if they lose, they still feel like they have gained something and are more likely to return. They are important to the casinos because the vast majority of money made comes from these smaller gamblers, so their business is even more coveted than the high rollers. Are they simply being good hosts to their patrons? Not really. It's all calculated to keep them there, so they play more and longer. Whatever the casinos give out in comps, they make back 100-fold from the same people. It's sort of like persuading a child to behave well in exchange for a cheap toy. Alcohol dulls the senses and impairs judgment. That's why they keep offering you free drinks. Fortunately, combating this tactic is as easy as saying, no thanks. Of course, the waitress will keep tempting you. After all, her job is to keep you there at the table or in front of the machine. If you need an excuse, you can always claim to be the designated driver, and they will usually leave you alone. Just remember, they can't force you to accept the alcohol. Number 4. Take a break. You might have seen in movies or even real life that people continue to sit at the same spot for hours at a time, trying out their luck that this might be their lucky shot. However, that is far from the truth, and taking a break every now and then helps you to take a breath and analyze what's happening around you. Ever notice how the lighting in a casino is low and mellow? This is to give it a homey, friendly feel, kind of like sitting on your couch in your living room at home. And who wants to get off from their comfortable couch? Harsh lighting can be grating on the eyes, but a more subdued motif allows gamblers to settle in, kick back, and enjoy themselves while feeling safe, secure, and cozy. Also, the carpeting in casinos isn't just picked out randomly. Many may say that the patterns and designs of these carpets are downright tacky, with colorful swirls, lines, and splashes being the norm. However, to the human brain, they are mesmerizing, welcoming, and pleasing to the eye. In addition, the color of the walls is oftentimes red, which studies say evokes a safe, comfortable feeling. So, in order to ensure that your mind is not tricked into all of these tactics, just take a break and walk around a little. See a different section or shadow a person playing a game. That will certainly change your perspective. Number 3. No systems. There is no shortage of people trying to sell you on time-tested methods for beating the casino. Everyone seems to have a system that they claim works for them, but if you ask around, you'll find that they made their money selling books, not playing casinos. If all of these systems worked as well as they say, how would casinos still be in business? And doesn't it stand to reason that the casino operators have read these books too? There is no perfect system that can defeat the odds that are weighted in favor of the house, and it's a waste of money to try. Gambling is largely luck, and you have no control over that factor. What's more, most casinos write the rules as such that the odds go for them. Just make sure you go in there with only the cash you intend on spending there and try your luck just like everyone else. Nobody can determine what the outcome of a game can be, so make sure not to go bankrupt while trying your luck. Number 2. Hidden costs. Many slot machines today offer varying levels of payout with the number of coins played. Of particular importance to note are linked machines that are placed in different casinos across the country and tied to a central mega jackpot. Often, in order to win the big money, you must play the maximum number of coins playable. There have been a number of incidents where someone got the winning combination and won a small jackpot, but was cheated out of the big money because they did not play the maximum number of coins. By law, this information must be made clear on the face of the machine, but casinos are good at hiding it amongst the colorful designs and other eye candy. So before anyone can go sue the casino for foul play, make sure to read the sign. Number 1. Cash outs. Casinos are essentially giant mazes that are intentionally set up for you to literally get lost in them. A sea of machines and tables create obstacles and barriers that keep the player from leaving. There is no logical arrangement. A bank of slot machines may be in one corner, then another bank of the exact machines will be 200 feet away. Confusion is the end result. And if you want to cash out, they make sure the cashiers and cashing out machines are set up right at the end of the casino, so you have to travel through the maze of machines, all designed to lure you back in. Cashiers in the casino are trained, and the machines, where they replace humans, have been programmed to provide you with the largest possible denominations of bills when cashing out. This is because they know that you have to pass through the maze to get back out, and you might be tempted by the lure of a particular machine. You sit down and play just one more dollar, only to discover that the smallest bill you have is a 5. Don't be that guy.